Now, congratulations to Coronation Street star, even, Jack P. Shepherd, who married at the weekend. There he is with his lovely now wife, Hannah. And the ceremony was attended by lots of, obviously, of his famous co-stars from Corrie, including Tina O'Brien. Now, she came to the ceremony arm in arm with her new man, Adam. And he's got the same name as her ex-husband. Interesting. Or is it interesting? Or would it give you the ick? Can a name be tarnished, you know, if you've had a bad time with somebody and then you maybe can't stand that name ever again?
You're looking at me. I don't think, particularly in middle age, one can afford to be too fussy. So I also think with brain fog, it could be quite handy. Yeah. You know, if they're all called the same name, then in fact you could probably ask them to change their name to like, yeah, can I call you John? It'll stick better. I don't know. You know, I just think that, like, you know, if you have a bad relationship, it's quite a good idea to come to terms with it. So it's quite good not to carry all that baggage of like, I can't stand the name, I can't stand, you know, unless it's been, you know, particularly seriously bad. So I sort of think, you know, you just give each person a fresh start. Names, you know.
But didn't you have somebody who chose 5 Adams?
Oh, I did, yeah. Yeah, she went out with 5 people in a row called Adam. But I think, actually, I do think she was choosing, because that can't be coincidence, can it?
She was on.
You know, oh, your name's Adam.
She was probably on the app. It came up with Adam. Yes, I'll have that. Adam. Yes, I'll have that. And some people do that. I know that it's happened.
Yeah, but if you have a bad experience, Brenda.
Yeah, you just reclaim
someone,
it.
Yeah,
you know, like,
I mean,
like
it doesn't have to be
said.
a relationship. Maybe if you're in a fallout with a friend and you go, I hate the name Susan. Sorry to all Susan.
I've dated people with the same name.
That.
I have done that. It wasn't intentional. Intentional? What's that word? It wasn't intentional, but my first partner was called a certain name, and then yeah. My first partner was called a certain name, and then I dated somebody else with that name. I didn't know, you know, when I was attracted, I didn't realise until...
But that's what I mean. But once you could be attracted to somebody and then they go, hi, my name's...
Yeah.
And then you recoil. Like,
I did recoil,
no, not that
but
name.
then I thought, I want to reclaim that because it's what's in a name? It's a name. Unless, as you're saying, if it was something, like, that was mentally...
I mean, I'm sure, Frankie, if they're a nice person, you could move past, couldn't you? Like, well, that's my ex's name and I can't stand it.
I do think it would be difficult. I actually think it's better the other way around. I've had people that have, like, divorced and then remarried with someone with the same surname, and I think that's even easier because they don't have to change the paperwork. I think more like I think you find it more with like, you know, like baby names and stuff like that. So like my mum really liked the name Francesca when she had my sister, but at the time I can't remember who it was, but she'd met someone afterwards then who she didn't like called Francesca, so couldn't bear it, so called my sister Victoria, and then apparently got over it by the time she had me. And then like the name again. But I do think maybe it takes time. But I don't know, it must be weird.
But it's funny how it sticks, isn't it? It could be the school bully and that name, if someone's bullied you at school.
There's a positive one as well, which is that lots of people get named after... I was named after my mother's best friend, who was called Mariella, and that's quite a nice... It's quite a nice thing, isn't it, to sort of share the names that you love.
To be intimate with someone with the same name, maybe, might be a bit more...
I think it's good.
That's when you have to be careful what name you use.
That's why you just have the same name, isn't it? Get the same name.